Hello and welcome. My name is Fox and it is almost 2024. It is almost the start of a brand new year. And my favorite holiday is actually New Year's Eve. I just love the idea of reflecting on the past year, what was great, what wasn't so great, and figuring out what I want to do for next year. Plus, I love getting all fancy for New Year's parties. I thought it would be really fun to share my 2024 goals with you guys. I know a lot of people are like, oh, keep your goals to yourself because people are just jealous and gonna bring you down and stuff. And I used to believe that, I really did. I was like, no, I'm not gonna let anybody know what I am up to because they're gonna steal my shit and I'm not having that. But then I really thought about it and I realized that that really wasn't why I didn't want to share my goals. It was more so I didn't want to share failure or mistakes if I didn't reach those goals. I'm a perfectionist, it freaks me out, I'm working on it. And here's me working on it by sharing what I want to accomplish next year with you all wonderful people. My first goal is hitting YouTube partner. We are so close to hitting it. I have full faith that we're going to hit it in 2024. I want it to be sooner rather than later. My birthday is February 6th, and I would love to hit this goal by then. I think it's so cool that in 6-ish months, I'm like 75% of the way there essentially. And like, it's such a proud thing. Like, you know, throw the membership stuff and like the money making abilities out the window. Like, how cool is that to say like, hey, I had this goal and I had to put in this much work to hit it. Like that's so cool. And it just would be so awesome to hit partner. My second big priority in 2024 is to give back more. My whole life, I have been a helper. I want to fix things. I want to resolve issues. I want to make people happy. I want people to live their fullest, happiest life. And as I've gotten older, I've realized that I cannot fix a lot of world issues or, you know, bring 1000% joy to every single person ever. But I do know that I can make some impacts. One thing I've talked about before is really wanting to use my platforms to give back to other people or causes I'm really passionate about. I've talked about it a whole lot and I haven't really done anything towards it because a lack of confidence, to be honest with you. But I want to work on that and I want to challenge myself. So in 2024, I really want to use this platform and the other platforms I'm on to do some charity streams or fundraising or something. I'm very passionate about pit bulls and bully breed advocacy, so I would love to do something centered around that. I'm also a really huge mental health and mental wellness advocate, so I would love to do something centered around that as well. And I also feel like the more I share about my passions, not just gaming and like playing through games, but other stuff that I'm passionate about, I find my people and like people rally around that and want to be a part of it too. So I think it's so cool that like, yeah, I make gaming videos, but we can do more than that together. And that's what I really, really want to be known for is, yes, entertainment, funny, haha, but also like just a good person and gives back where they can, you know? I would like to work on that in 2024 too. My third biggest priority in 2024 is going to be taking better care of myself. I know that one's kind of cliche. A lot of people talk about that one, but I'm lazy. I'm very lazy. I have a desk job and I do YouTube on the side, so I sit a lot and it's not healthy. About 4 years ago, I lost 80 pounds and I've been able to maintain that all this time, which is great. However, in the past 3 months, I have gained 5 pounds, which isn't the end of the world. And I don't want to trigger anyone by saying that, like 5 pounds, like it's not a huge deal. That's, you know, I can lose that again, but that has made me notice that I'm slipping back into some not so great habits and I don't want to do that. So in 2024, I want to prioritize just moving more and making more mindful choices. I've already made a step towards that and I actually got a standing desk for myself for Christmas. I just put it together. This is the first video I'm filming at my new setup and I'm like super excited about it. So I have a standing desk and I have a walking pad, so I can use those things when I work from home and when I work on this stuff too. So I'm super excited about that. Also, Rue is a very high energy dog and she needs exercise. So knowing that, I think that'll help motivate me getting up in the mornings and taking her on walks. I think that'll be really good for both of us. So I'm excited about that. We actually walked today. It's not even New Year's yet, and I'm already making some progress on this one, so I'm excited for that. She's been really well behaved today, and I feel really good today too. So we'll definitely prioritize just moving more. I also want to be more mindful of the eating choices that I make. I'm lazy. I hate cooking. I don't like to cook. My boyfriend does most of the cooking, but it's nothing elaborate. So just like being mindful and trying to add a vegetable to most meals and not so many carbs, I think would be good for me. So, and drinking more water too. So those are going to be priorities for me. And my fourth goal of the year, and this one's loftier and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it, but I want to do it so bad, is being able to quit my full-time office job and pursue content creation full-time. I have worked in corporate America for years now. I was raised that you go to college and you have a job and you work that job until you die, and that's life. And I did really well in school and I really like to learn things, but I've always had a creative side that I wouldn't say was really like shut down by my mom growing up, if that makes sense, but like it was very much ingrained in me, college and get a job that you can work in forever. Nothing like art or English. I really liked writing when I was younger. That's not going to pay the bills. You need something more practical. And I don't want to say that's all wrong because it's not, but I think now, especially with like YouTube and TikTok and just content creation, like content creation is a legit job. Like that didn't really exist like when I was growing up, and now it does. And you don't have to have millions of subscribers like Markiplier. I love Markiplier so much. I would love to be the next like Markiplier, like female Markiplier. That'd be so cool. But like I realized like I don't have to get to that kind of level to be able to sustain myself and my living by doing this that I'm very passionate about. I also think working for corporate America fucking sucks. I am not a morning person at all. And my job, I mean, it's flexible. I can kind of make my own hours, but they have to be during the day. So I usually work like 7:30 to 4 or something like that. I don't want to do that. I actually work better in the evening times. I would love to start my day at like 10 or 11 and work later. Like I would love just the flexibility to do that. I would love to be able to like plan content a whole month out and like work really hard for a few weeks in order to be able to take a break and go visit my mom 700 miles away for a week and not have to ask permission for it, not have to do anything for that, like just have that flexibility. I do think working for yourself is a totally viable thing nowadays. I totally think you can do it online. And again, you don't have to be famous to do it. I think it's important to have multiple income streams to be able to do that. And that's kind of the part I'm figuring out. If anyone has any ideas or suggestions on other income streams that I should look into, I would really appreciate that. Outside of like sponsorships and brand deals, because that takes a little bit more work, if that makes sense. But like what can I do? What's in my power that I can create to generate income? That's why I think YouTube Partner is going to be amazing, because that opens up memberships so that it would be an extra income stream for me. I did open a fourth wall. I haven't really been active on there, and I don't think anyone's subscribed yet either, which is totally fine. But like maybe that's another thing. Like I could create extra content there, but then I also know like you could do that on YouTube when you have memberships. So I think there's definitely opportunities for like extra additional content. But like what could I do outside of that? I know merch is is something that people do a lot. I don't know that I'm cool enough to have merch, to be honest with you. I would love to have it one day, but I don't know about now. But like I don't know. I'm kind of stuck on that one, on this part of it. So yeah, I know I'll figure it out. But that's a goal maybe I won't achieve in 2024, being a full-time content creator or just working for myself in general. Maybe I won't achieve like that goal in 2024, but I definitely want to make progress, like good progress towards that, and maybe set myself up for that in like a 2 or 3 year plan. And last but not least, my 5th priority in 2024 is going to be just to relax more. Not meaning like don't work so hard, like I don't mind working hard, but like I'm very rigid with like routines and stuff, and like I get in my head that I need to do a specific thing, and then if my boyfriend is like, oh, well, why don't we go to dinner tonight? I'm like, no, I have to do this. And I don't want to be like that anymore. I want to be more flexible and easygoing and go with the flow. I think that's kind of like my natural state, because I used to be like that growing up. I really, really was. But I think I just get so in my head about like these other goals, if that makes sense. But I also know it's very important to be flexible and take time to do recreational things. So that's what I want to do. So more, still work towards goals and be productive, but realize that it's okay to not always stick to the exact minute schedule that I have. And with that, my dear friends, those are my goals for 2024. I would love to hear what your goals are for 2024. Maybe we share some of those and we can share progress updates with each other. Maybe you've got some ideas for those income streams for me, or maybe you just want to say, hey, you're awesome, and I like watching your content, and I believe in you, female Markiplier. No, but thank you for everything in 2023. This has been a wild ass ride. I love it so much. I'm so happy that I decided to pursue YouTube a few months ago. It's been great, and I'm lucky. I'm lucky with all of the progress and goals that we've hit so far. I'm so lucky to know each and every one of you and know that you've got my back, and I am just excited for our new year together. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in 2024.